Everyone. So today we are going to start the new topic of pharmacology, that is dosage forms of drug. It is also important topic, so please focus on this topic. So dosage form of drug. What do you mean by dosage form? Dosage form is a product suitable for administration of drug to a patient. So it is the product which is suitable for administration of any drug to a patient. It is the means by which drug molecules are delivered to site of action within the body. So for recovery of patient or for patient's wellness, we have to deliver the drug to the site of action. So it is the means by which drug molecules are delivered to the site of action within the body. So this is the definition of dosage form. Now the need for dosage form. So for accurate dose, we need dosage form. For protection, example, coated tablets, sealed ampoules. For protection from gastric juice. So gastric juice may destroy some tablet. So we can't administer that tablet. So for the prevention of this, we need protection for the tablet. So protection from gastric juice. Masking taste and odor. So some drugs are very unpleasant and unpalatable. So for masking taste and odor. Placement of drug within the body tissue. Sustained release medication, controlled release medication, optimal drug action, insertion of drug into the body cavities, that is rectal, vaginal, use of desired vehicle for insoluble drugs. So I am just reading it, but we are going to discuss it in detail in upcoming videos. So what is dosage form? Dosage form is a product suitable for administration of drug to a patient. It is the means by which drug molecules are delivered to the site of action within the body. Need for dosage form: accurate dose, protection, example coated tablets, sealed ampoules, protection from gastric juice, masking taste and odor, placement of drugs within the body tissue, sustained release medication, controlled release medication, optimal drug action, insertion of drugs into the body cavities, use of desired vehicle for insoluble drug. So this is the need of dosage form. Now the important topic, that is type of dosage form. So we are going to discuss it in detail. In this video we will discuss only about the solid dosage form, and in upcoming videos we are going to discuss about liquid and semi-solid dosage form. So type of dosage form. According to physical form of drug, drugs are classified into solid dosage form, and solid dosage forms are further classified into tablets, powders, pills, capsules, lozenges and suppositories. So remember the types of solid dosage form, that is tablet, powder, pills, capsules, lozenges and suppository. So tablets are conventional, they may be chewable, they may be taken sublingually. Some tablets are used for extended release. Powders are of various types, that is effervescent granules, insulfations, dendrifices, powder of injection. So different powders are available in market. Now the pills and then capsules may be made up of hard gelatin or soft gelatin, lozenges and suppositories. So we will start discussing about each type. Now the powders. First we will discuss about the powder. So drug is in dry and finely pulverized state. So in the powder, drug is available in the dry and finely pulverized state. So it is available in very fine granules, and it is available in dry form. If the drug is for oral administration, each dose has to be wrapped separately or packed in sachet. So for oral administration, we have to pack each drug separately in the sachet. Therefore this dosage form is inconvenient. So this dosage form is inconvenient and unpopular, except when quantity is several grams. So for very few quantity, this dosage form is inconvenient, but for several grams this dosage form is convenient. So remember the example of powders: oral dehydration salts. So example of powders are oral dehydration salts, powder of topical application. So powder which we apply only on the surface area, only on specific surface area. Example, tooth powders, dusting powder are supplied as bulk powders in plastic or metallic containers with holes for sprinkling. So these powders are supplied in bulk as in plastic or metallic containers with the holes. Their lid contains the holes, and these holes will help us for sprinkling. So let me show you picture. So this is the oral rehydration powder. This is the ORS powder. So this is the oral rehydration powder. This is also oral rehydration salts, electrokind oral rehydration salts. So these are the powders. And now the powder for topical application are candid powder, that is dusting powders. So these are the dusting powder. This is the candid dusting powder. This is clotrimazole dusting powder and tooth powder. So these are the tooth powder. Its lid contains the hole for the sprinkling. So this is the Colgate tooth powder. This is the Vicco tooth powder. So these are the examples of powders. So these are the few examples of powders and oral rehydration salts. Now the effervescent powders contain granulated sodium bicarbonate and citric or tartaric acid. So effervescent powders are also the examples of powder. So effervescent powder contain granulated sodium bicarbonate or citric or tartaric acid. So they contain granulated sodium bicarbonate or citric and tartaric acid. They react with dissolved water to liberate CO2 and CO2 causing bubbling. So this is the picture of effervescent powder. So this is the sugar-free ural effervescent powder. This is the urinary alkalizer. So this is the effervescent powder. They will cause bubbling. They will react when dissolved in water, and this will liberate CO2, and this will cause, due to liberation of CO2, they will cause bubbling. So this is about the powder. So remember, powder is a drug is in the powder, drug is in dry and finely pulverized state. If drug is for oral administration, its dose has to be wrapped separately or packed in sachet. This dosage form is inconvenient and unpopular except when the quantity is in several grams. Example of the powder, remember the examples: oral dehydration salts, tooth powders, dusting powders, effervescent powders. So this is about the powder. Now we will talk about the tablets. So tablet, drug is powdered and granulated, mixed with binding agent and other excipients, and compressed or molded into discoid, oblong or other shape suitable for swallowing. So in this form, drug is powdered or granulated. We will powder the drug, then we will mix it with a binding agent. So binding agent is needed for the manufacturing of tablet. So we will mix it with the help of binding agent, and we will add excipients like flavoring agents and other agents, and we will compress or mold it into a discoid or any other shape which is suitable for swallowing. So this is about the tablet. Maybe plain or sugar coated or film coated enteric tablets. So remember the further types of the tablets. Tablets may be sugar coated, enteric coated, film coated. Sustained release tablets are also there. Controlled release tablets are also there. So sustained release tablet contain drug particles which are coated to dissolve at different rates. So sustained release tablets are made up of drug which are coated, and this will dissolve at different rate. So this is known as sustained release tablet. And control release tablet, in a control release tablet, a semi-permeable membrane controls the rate of drug. So in the control release tablet, semi-permeable membrane is present which will control the rate of drug, control the release of drug. So this is about the control release tablet. Other specified GIT therapeutic system have also been developed. So we know that gastric juices may destroy some drugs. So for this specialized GIT therapeutic system has been developed. This is the picture of tablet. These are the tablet. This is the sugar coated tablet. This is the sugar coated ibuprofen tablet. So this is the sugar coating. This is the pink sugar coating. This is the film coated tablet. This is the azithromycin, which is also film coated tablet. This is the procedure of film coating, low film, high film. So this is the coating of tablet. Now enteric coated tablet. So diclofenac, this is the enteric coated tablet. Aspirin enteric coated tablets are also there. This is the enteric coating. So see, this is the enteric coating on the tablet. And now the sustained release tablet. So these are the sustained release tablet. Theophylline, this is the control release tablet. This is also the control release tablet. So this is about the tablets. We will revise it again. So tablet drug is powdered or granulated and then mixed with binding agent and other excipients and compressed or molded into discoid, oblong or other shapes suitable for swallowing. Then they may be plain or sugar coated or film coated or enteric coated. Sustained release or control release tablets are also there. So this is about the tablet. Now we will talk about the pills. So forms in which drug powder is mixed with honey or syrup. So remember the word honey or syrup. So these are the drug powder in which the powder is mixed with honey or syrup to make a sticky mass. So these are manufactured by mixing drug powder with honey or syrup, and this will form a sticky mass. This is then rolled into a spherical or oval bodies meant to be swallowed. So this then we will give it shape oval or spherical body. The term is often loosely applied to tablets as well. So these are the forms of tablet. Pills are also the forms of tablet, but in these pills honey or syrup is present. So we are so this is a different category. So this is about the pills. Let me show you pills. This is the picture of pill. This is the these white colors are the tablet which women will take for 21 days, and these are the iron tablets which are in brown or blackish color. So this is the picture of pills. This is also the picture of pill. This is a 21-day tablet or pill. So this is about the pills. Dosage form in which drug powder is mixed with honey or syrup to make a sticky mass. This is then rolled into a spherical or oval bodies meant to be swallowed. The term is often loosely applied to tablets as well. Now water soluble cylindrical container. Now we will discuss about the capsules. So water soluble cylindrical containers made up of gelatin which are filled with powdered or liquid medicaments. So these are the made up of water soluble cylindrical container which are made up of gelatin, and in that cylindrical container which is made up of gelatin we will fill powder or liquid medicament. So the container dissolved on swallowing so that drug is released in the stomach. So when we take the drug it will release in the stomach. When we take the capsule it will release in the stomach. So this is about the capsule. So this is the picture of capsule in which this is the cylindrical container in which drug or powder drug or liquid is filled. Now we will discuss about the spansules. Enteric coated capsules are designed to dissolve only reaching on the ileum. So enteric coated capsules are also present which will dissolve only when they will reach the ileum. Now these spansules are extended release capsules which are packed with granules of drug having different coatings to dissolve over a range of time periods. So spansules are also the type of capsules. These are the extended release capsule which are packed with granules of drug. So they will pack with the granules of drug which have the different coating, and this will dissolve over a range of time period. So this is the picture of spansule. So some drugs, drug particles have a different red coating, some have yellow coating, some have red coating, some have blue coating. So these spansules are manufactured by packing with granules of drug having coatings to dissolve over a range of time. So they have the different coatings. This is about the spansules. Now we will talk about the lozenges. Tablet-like bodies of various shapes containing drug along with suitable gum, sweetening and flavoring agents. So this is also the tablet-like body, and they contain various shapes containing drug along with suitable gum and sweetening agents. So remember, in the lozenges we will add drug, gum, sweetening and flavoring agents. So this is the composition of lozenges. They are to be retained in the mouth and allowed to dissolve slowly, providing the drug for local action in the mouth and throat. So lozenges will act on the mouth and throat. So they are retained in the mouth and allowed to dissolve slowly, providing the drug for local action in the mouth and throat. So lozenges, example of lozenges are coughlette. This is the Himalaya coughlette. This is the Vicks lozenges. This is the capsules. These are the strepsils. So orange with vitamin C lozenges. So these are the pictures of lozenges. So what are the lozenges? Tablet-like bodies of various shape containing drug along with suitable gum, sweetening and flavoring agent. They are to be retained in mouth and allowed to dissolve slowly, providing the drug for local action in the mouth and throat. So this is about lozenges. Now the last form of the solid dosage form, that is suppositories. Conical bullet-shaped dosage forms for insertion into anal canal, in which drug is mixed with moldable firm base that melts at body temperature and releases the contained drug. So these are the conical bullet-shaped dosage form, and we will insert these in the anal canal, in which drug is mixed with moldable firm base, so that will melt, and that base will melt at the body temperature, and this will release the contained drug. So this is the suppository. Oval or suitably shaped bodies for vaginal insertion. So suppositories which are used for vaginal insertion are called as pessaries. So remember, what are these pessaries? These are the suppositories which are used for insertion in the vagina. And white elongated pencil like cones meant for insertion into male or female urethra. So elongated pencil like cones which are meant for insertion in the urethra of male or female are called as bogies. So let me show you picture. So these are the suppositories, and this is the picture of pessaries which are used for inserting in vagina. So these are the various types of pessaries: donut pessary, ring pessary with support, Gillhorn pessary, and these are the types of pessaries. And this is the bogies. So we will discuss again about suppositories. These are the conical bullet-shaped dosage form for insertion into anal canal, in which drug is mixed with moldable firm base that melts at body temperature and releases the contained drug. Overall suitably shaped bodies for vaginal insertion. Are called as pessaries, and while elongated pencil-like cones meant for insertion in the male or female urethra are called as bogies. So this is about the solid dosage form. So solid dosage forms are of various types, like powders, tablets, pills, then capsules, lozenges, and suppositories. So powders, examples of powders are oral rehydration or oral dehydration powders, tooth powders, dusting powders, effervescence powder. Then we discussed about tablets. Tablets may be plain or sugar coated or enteric coated, film coated. Sustained release tablets are also there. Control release tablets are also there. Pills are made up of drug powder plus honey syrup, and this will make this sticky mass. So these are the pills. Capsules are filled in the capsule. Drug is filled in the water soluble cylindrical container. Enteric coated capsules are also present. Spansules means they contain the drug particle which have different coating. So these are the extended release tablets which are packed with granules of drug having different coating. So these are spansules. Lozenges are the strepsils, Vicks types of lozenges. So these they contain the drug with suitable gum and sweetening and flavoring agent. Suppositories are used for insertion in anal canal. So these are used for insertion in anal canal, and the suppositories used for insertion in vagina are called as pessaries, and those for insertion in male or female urethra are called as bogies.